Well, I'm driving into some weather. Hopefully it'll be nice when I get there. If you're a train enthusiast, this one's for you. We'll see you up there. Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of My Wisconsin. Today we're in Green Bay at the National Railway Museum. They have several displays in a nice warm heated barn and a bunch outside in the outside barn, so let's go check it out. That's a big train. All right, we're going to get a chance to go up and look in the cab of the big boy here. I heard they were quite warm inside, so let's see what it looks like from where the engineer sat in this train. Oh, this one I can walk right in. Look at this. That was the coal tender for the train. And if you look down, looks like a corkscrew. And I know from my own study of steam engines that was how coal was fed into the engine. So you didn't have to scoop the coal in, it is fed automatically. All right, let's go check out the engineer's compartment. Holy smokes. Yeah, this is a little analog. Nothing digital here. So there was 2 seats to engineer the train. I would have figured there was probably the train engineer and the conductor likely sat in these seats. Let's get up in there and see what these guys had to look at every day. Let me zoom in through that window there. So basically, that's all you saw when you were riding down the tracks. Alright, let's see if I can get a shot down inside the firebox here. It might be a little dark for the camera, but let's see if we can get in there. So that's where all the action happened. All the coal went in there, and that's where it was burned. And I can't see all the way to the end, but I'm sure it's pretty cavernous. Alright, let's head out of the big boy here. Let's go check out some more trains, huh? You can kind of see, I don't know if the camera's picking this up, where the train engineer would sit and how far down to the ground that would be. It's quite a shot. Alright, what we're looking at here is the Pennsylvania Railroad number 4890 Class GG-1 Electric. The designer, Raymond Loewy, was quoted as saying, "Brute force can have a very sophisticated appearance, almost of great finesse, and, at the same time, be a monster of power." This train operated between New York City and Philadelphia. It utilized alternating current, which began in 1915 when 20 miles of the 11,000-volt canary was strung on the main line between Philadelphia and Paoli, Illinois. 10 points for who can guess what this is. Yep, that's a plow. Pretty common in these parts of the country, I'm sure in a lot of the northern regions. You had to keep the tracks clear, and how do you do that? One big, massive snow plow. I can't get too far back in the shot. Sorry guys, it's tight up in here, but let's see if I can come around and get a view of the rest of the train here. Some of you may be familiar with the name Pullman. If you're not, let me acquaint you with that. In train history, Pullman was very famous in creating luxury train cars. And this is just one example. You can see this is like a sitting room on one end of the car. And let's go down the hallway and kind of check out some of the staterooms and rooms that you would be able to use during your travels. It's a really good example of a good stateroom here. No furniture in this one, unfortunately, but if I can spin around, you can see there's facilities, even a shower, sitting area for everybody. Relax here. And further down the hall, nice dining space, complete with a very nice area for drinks. There's another Pullman car right adjacent to this one. Let's go see what that one looks like. Okay, so I gotta step up into the train in the traditional style with the steps at the station. Let's see what this one looks like. So far it doesn't look as fancy as the other one, but let's see. This one's pretty nice. This looks like a common area for sinks and facilities. Alright, so this car looks more like coach, which is still, compared to today, pretty luxurious. Lots of seating for everybody. And as you get further back in here, we got sleeping berths. So the benches we saw as we passed through can turn into a nice comfy sleeping area. And I'm sure for a few pennies more on your ticket, you can even have private curtains for your sleeping. Hey, I think I could get into this if I were traveling on train styles back in the day. This looks more like a private area, closed off if you wanted to pay a little extra, of course, on your ticket. Your own private sink. Let's see what we got further back. Just another spot. Alright, and then we're getting back out here on the rear deck, out the back end of the train. See what it looks like from the outside. Pretty cool. Alright, let's get off to the next exhibit. Alright, the Dwight D. Eisenhower train was built for British Railways during the Second World War. Dwight D. Eisenhower used this train as his personal transport and offices during the war. Let's go see what Dwight D. Eisenhower walked around in every day during his service for our country. Quite a nice looking place here. Oh, wow. This is pretty luxurious. Not bad for wartime, eh? Alright, let's go check out the rest of the coach here. Sorry it's a little dark in the hallway here. Let's see. Wow. You had your own personal quarters, storage and changing room, along with your trunk. U.S. Army issued blanket. You can read that. All right, we left the warm confines of the barn there. We're back outside. And we're going to go check out some of the outside exhibits here at the National Railroad Museum. Alright, I'm out in the middle of the barn here. Let's go inside and see if I can get out of the weather and check this out. Looks real similar to the other one, but let's see. Well, if you worked for the railroad, this is your living quarters. Not exactly luxurious accommodations, but hey, you got you in there, got you done. Nice stove to keep you warm, that's about it. Now that's a kitchen. There you go. Wonder how many meals all these years was served from this kitchen for the train passengers along the years. Very cool. I wonder if the water's running. Nope. Okay, so on the other side of the wall to that side was the kitchen I was in. And we're going to go down into a really nice looking dining car here. Let's check it out. So if you want a little more privacy, this looks like a nice private dining area. It could be closed off, looks like. And if we step back up in the public dining area, and right behind me, let me swing around. Cool. You can go up into the observation deck. Now that's awesome. Check this out, huh? Looks like you had a serving area back here for the patrons. That's pretty awesome. So if you had any mail to send out, this is where it went. Wow. This looks like a regular, full-blown, I think, post office. I see tons and tons of boxes up overhead, storage bins, hooks, tables, sorting tables, I take it. Let's see if I can get a checkup on here. So, yeah, all right. So, like this box is for Ladysmith, Delville, Alliance, Quincy, Lincoln, Geneva. You can see the names with the zip codes on there. Urbana, that's probably Illinois. Deerfield, Illinois, probably. Yeah, that's Illinois because there's Highland Park. I'm real familiar with that part of the country. And then the Great Lakes, that would be the Navy base. All right, out the back end. Let's keep going. All right, so you thought you saw one steam engine? You thought you saw them all? Look at that. We got them all lined up here. Wow. I don't know if the sunshine is blocking the view or not, but boy, oh boy. These trains are huge. Cool, there's a walkway that goes up the center. Let's check it out. Pretty tough to get the scale of these things with the camera, but boy, they are humongous. This is, I guess, how they made tanker cars back in the day. Out of wood. Holy cow, look at that. I had no idea they used to make tanker cars out of wood like this. It's amazing. Look at that. Look how thick the wood planks are. There's my hand. I'll give you an example how thick that wood is. That is really cool. So hope you guys enjoyed that. If you're a train enthusiast, it's certainly a place to see. You actually have to come here in person to see the grand scale and the enormity of some of these trains. They're humongous. So yeah, if you're a train enthusiast, this is the place to go. If you want to find it, go to the Wisconsin Tourist website. I'll put a link down below. It has many, many great places in Wisconsin to visit. So thanks for coming along, and I hope you enjoyed the trip. And we'll see you next time on My Wisconsin.
Know you've been a good friend, and that's in the thick and thin.